Alright, so I made a little short that showcased my Hypertube Railcannon that I made in my single player world, and a lot of people saw that and a lot of people wanted a tutorial and or a blueprint for that. So I'm going to show you real quick how to make a Railcannon similar to this one. This is what's going to be in the blueprint. It's a very compact version of the Railcannon because working within the blueprint thing is very annoying and I can't do a lot of the stuff that I do with clipping and things. So I'm going to show you just how to do this, and once you understand the basic concepts, you'll be able to take this design and increase on it and add extra decorations and stuff. So what you're primarily going to be working with is these metal beams. This is how you get that nice angle. So you'll just make a right triangle here. You'll make your base. We'll make that, let's say 16 meters. And then you'll make your leg. We'll make that say 8. And you'll switch to diagonal here. And you're going to go from one end to the other. And you're going to make your hypotenuse just like that. Now, how this is going to work is you're going to use the Hypertube wall supports because these will snap cleanly to that angle, unlike the ground supports that will continue to be at that 180 degree angle there. So this way you actually keep flush with that angle that you built with your actual beam here. And then what I'll do is I'll usually put one about here, and then I'll put a floor support there. And I'll set it to Hypertube here. Nah, actually we'll bring that out one more. That way I have this sort of angle going up because some of these are on the ground flat. Otherwise the barrel's gonna get really long and that's gonna get ugly. Unless you want it to be really long, then you could just extend this out as far as you want. But then we're just gonna take these wall supports and we're gonna use the lock and the nudge feature with the arrow keys. And if you press and hold Control, you can actually nudge it on smaller intervals, which is really neat. But we're just gonna take it like this, and we can actually put these gaps right up flush to it. And then I'll grab my regular Hypertube, fling that around. We'll make that really short. I don't wanna have that flush just because having that little bit of the tube showing through there actually adds to the visuals a little bit in my opinion, but you know, you can do however you want. So then another Hypertube wall support right there. And so on until you're done with the actual barrel. Now on this last one, you want to make sure the support is right on the edge. Otherwise, you are going to ram into that and you will immediately die. I learned that while I was trial and erroring the first one that I built over there. So now that that is made, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hook up the power now before you do anything else. So I'm gonna bring this up, and you want a good 5 meter gap between the bottom and the top. And I put the other one about there because I want the top line to be a little bit behind the bottom line. Then we'll go back to the diagonal, we'll put it, that's actually not gonna work the way that I wanted it to. Ooh, there we go. You wanna make sure that those two are parallel. We'll go ahead and delete that. And then we're gonna grab these wall outlets, and we're just gonna plop 1, 2, and 3 there. Then you wanna actually put your entrances on and make sure you put these on the right things. And then you wanna hook these up now. Boom. Then we'll get rid of this. I wanna bring this down just slightly. And then have this come out to there. We'll place another outlet here. Make sure you connect that up because this is going to be a few more of these entrances. And again, make sure you actually hook up the power. And then what I'll do is then I'll put another one of these wall outlets on the top. That's where you can connect your power to your rest of your factory. Hook that up there, and now that's all done. Now how I get those, the thick bits, is you just take your small metal pillar, just hook it up there, and zoop. And there you go. And now that's the basic structure. Now we can get rid of this and we can get rid of this. And then I'll take these painted beams, make sure that it's actually at an angle so you can just let it by default go up there. We'll actually add another pillar there. This clipping here is fine. You're not gonna run into that. That won't be a problem. Bring that up and along. Bring that up. Just mirror it on the other side. And then you can fill in here whatever extra details you want to add in. But that's the basic concept of how I designed this. And then you just hook it right up to power. Oh, there we go. Over here you can actually see everything's on. Drop a quick save just in case you crash into something. You run right in. Oh, actually I fucked it up. See, that's exactly what I was saying. This, you need to make sure that this is flush with this last bit or it will insta-kill you. So I'm gonna delete that, and I'm actually gonna delete this beam because I don't even need that anymore. But I wanna make sure that I'm building off of this metal pillar so this beam is still going in the exact same angle. So we'll bring that out to about there. And we'll go ahead and just add another wall support at the end, like so. And then you can delete that beam, replace your middle pillar, and then of course you can paint everything how you want. I really like the carbon steel finish just across the board. And there we go. Now again, drop a save, and in. And there you go. There's your Railcannon. Make sure you have a jetpack equipped so you don't, oh, actually. Or either have a jetpack equipped or make sure that you run into a wall first, because the way Satisfactory deals with fall damage is it is only vertical momentum that will damage you. You can slam into a wall at Mach 10 and you will not die, but if you hit the ground too fast, you will die. So just keep that in mind. But that's it. The blueprint is downloadable down in the description. And yeah, this is a bit different from videos that I usually do because I don't usually do tutorial videos, but thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoy the blueprint. That's pretty much it. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.